Hello, 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 everyone. Hello from Madrid. It's me, sponsored by Luck, with another wonderful, exciting Magic the Gathering Arena online gameplay video. Today we're gonna take a look at a standard deck. Which I composed and turns out is actually quite a lot of fun. So we're going to play some Abzan, some green, white, black fun. I'm just gonna go over it, of course, quickly as usual, since I don't want to spend too much time explaining the whole deck. It's basically a composition of many funny things. Fateful Absence, of course, seems to be the MVP card from the current meta. Anyways, Hunt for Specimen, of course, we have some lessons in the sideboard. So we play the Hunt for Specimens, Path for the World Tree to have a little bit of mana fixing and later to draw some cards, gain some life, get some card advantage. Shigeki, super fun card, which can, in the one hand, aid us ramping by returning it to our hand and getting more land cards onto the battlefield. On the other hand, the channel effect is super cool. It allows us to get back non-legendary cards from the graveyard, which namely are the Absences, Apparitions, the Burning-Rune Demons, which are super helpful finding useful cards, the Gnarled Professors, of course Meathook Massacre as a kind of general removal card should not be missed here. So it's like a kind of mid-range, some Bala Ged Recovery, just to get cards back from the graveyard whenever we need to, or to have some extra lands. Yasharn to keep up with the lands, Nissa, Gnarled Professor, Vastwood Surge. I had before a version which was a little bit slower even, which had like heavy hitters such as the Toxrill and other ones, but it was really extremely difficult playing like this, playing with the super slow version. So I mean, this is like a kind of hybrid, like a kind of mid-range, let's say. It doesn't look too impressive right now, but actually it is really a lot of fun to play. And it performed quite satisfyingly well. So basically I'm just gonna leave it there, and I think the best is to just dive right into the action. To me it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I played it in ranked. Made some good ranks. Maybe we can crack together to get to gold now. Okay, so I mean, this is an acceptable starting hand. Honestly, it's not too bad. We can keep this. We can keep this. Let's take a look here. I mean, hopefully the Shigeki survives, so that we can ramp into some useful cards. Sure. I mean, there's not really much point in keeping this this card in our hand. I think it's still most reasonable to play Shigeki here. We definitely want to have the 2 black mana for the Meathook Massacres. I mean more Luminarch Aspirants, of course. Of course. Yes, and more, add more, yes. No blocks here, of course. Why would we ever block this? You know, we're just gonna play this card tapped, and then let's see. So the good thing is with the Shigeki we can block, return it to our hand, and still, I mean, prevent damage. Sure, that's super fine. They can put a gazillion counters on this one. We can either Fateful Absence it, or just do whatever. Expanded Anatomy, sure. Okay, they put it on the other creature. Of course. So, I guess first of all we'll try to ramp. That seems to be more necessary. No black land here. That's a huge problem for now. But anyways, I mean, we have to play the Fateful Absence, there is no doubt about it. So that we will do anyways right away. Then we'll go with the Hunt for Specimen, I guess. And we have to take the Reduce to Memory, otherwise we are just in danger of dying here. If we don't remove this aspirant. Of course, they have another one! They have another one! Yes! I'm happy to see that our enemy was able to play literally all the cards that they have in 3-4 turns. That is, of course, extremely satisfying to see. Let's see what they do here. Yes, great counters. Super nice. Let's block this one and see if we already have to die next turn. Still cannot use the Meathook Massacre because we don't have enough mana to play it. Of course not. Of course not. That would be too easy here. So let's see. I guess we'll have to take a black mana from this one. The question is 2 more counters. I mean, we cannot take care of this one with the Meathook Massacre anymore. We can reduce this one, then they get 1 more counter, they can flash this back, they can put 2 more counters, which, if this is the 3-2, then they have 6, 8, 10, so we will survive with exactly 1 life point. We still have to draw land though, I guess. Well, we will deal 4, so yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can survive this turn, or if they maybe just found another way to put even more counters on their minions and to win. That would be, of course, very nice to see. Okay, they put the Homestead Courage, that's fine. That is exactly 10, like we were looking for. Of course, we do not draw another land card, which definitely could have helped here. But well, for now we dodged the bullet, so that's fine, I guess. And we gain a tiny bit of life. Let's see with what the enemy can come back here. Okay, they don't really have a lot, that's nice. Nonetheless, though, we're going to do some environmental sciences and get another land card, since it seems to be impossible to just get a regular inflow of lands here. But it's okay, everything is under control. Let's see, doesn't seem like the enemy has a lot to do here. Which is good for us, of course. We will first of all ramp. And after we're done with the ramping, we will start to kill them. Don't really know if they really have a lot of stuff which they can do here. I guess we'll hit them. We'll hunt for specimens, the max at the exhibition, but we will not be fooled here. We will not be fooled here to play only minions, just in case they have this. Sure. Okay. So that definitely was a close one, but well, satisfying victory, to say the least. Now let's see. Let's give it another shot. We go first. No black mana is a pain. Gotta be honest, no black mana is a real pain here. I don't know. It's a really greedy hand. It's a really greedy hand without any early play. I mean, we're just gonna give it a try. If we lose this one, you know, honestly, I'll just accept it. That's fine. But we gotta give it a try. We want to give it a try. Let's say it like this. We don't really have to give it a try, but we want to. Okay, Orzov. If it's like Orzov tokens, that could already be quite a challenge. Okay, enchantments. I don't know, let's see. I mean, we have the late game. The late game is definitely established here. We just have to get all the rest now. I mean, we'll basically leave them open reign to do whatever they want to do. The world tree is very good. We're still gonna continue to ramp here. Just to make sure that we hit everything that we need. And I think we want to take our 2 swarms out. So, enemy can ramp here. That's fine. We do ramp, they ramp. Everyone does some ramping. What is this? Okay, sure. We'll play the Professor. We take the Sciences. Take our land card for this turn, which we haven't done yet. Take a Forest. And then we'll play our Hunt for Specimens. And take a Mascot Exhibition. That's the turn. Now the good thing is, once we survived the crazy part of the early game, things definitely get, let's say, more easy, because we have so many big hitters in the late game that it is really, really difficult for the enemy to find a counter for each and every big hitter that we put out. Again, no land card, of course. It's always a huge pain not drawing a land card. Let's see, how much mana do we have? 4, 8. 8. So we can play Nissa. I guess this seems to be the most reasonable thing to do. We play Nissa, we untap one of our lands. Then we play Wrenn. We make a Treefolk, of course. We have to make a Treefolk here. Vanishing Verse, definitely. Doesn't matter. And no attacks. Let's see what the enemy chooses to do here. Burning-Rune Demon, we can play him from hand without paying anything for it, which is really nice. Lolth, of course, as well. Very, very welcome addition. Yeah, I think we can do that. Maybe the enemy has some mass removal, but that should not be too difficult for us to deal with. Now let's see. We will give them a chance between a Gnarled Professor and the Yasharn, maybe? So that they cannot sacrifice. Now we don't want to play all the cards that we have, I guess, in case they have a mass removal. That could be quite devastating. I mean, at least we don't want to be absolutely minion focused. Let's see what they choose here. Maybe they just give up. The Burning-Rune Demon's effect can be quite devastating. Okay, let's give the enemy some heat. They jump. Which is fine. We'll play the Lolth.
You require my aid.
And
my
then the
will
turn.
Cannot be denied.
Now they have to have a board clear here, otherwise things will go down south or they concede. Of course, either way, I guess this was a really, really strong play. Okay, let's see. It's definitely a very fun deck. I don't know why, but Abzan just seems to be quite a potent color combination in the current standard. And yeah, like I said, I mean, the only thing I would be basically looking for, maybe to improve the deck, is to have even more, maybe more recoveries to take more cards back from the graveyard, because you somehow you get into this rush of burning through your cards, and no matter how many removal the enemy has, you always can play out more and more, but at some point it just at some point, of course, you just run out, depending on how many counters the enemy can play. Yeah, enchantments, of course, is a tricky one. One reason why we have the Skyclave Apparition in the deck, of course, is to stop and suppress some kind of early game. It's gonna be really, really difficult enchantment decks, I'm not going to lie. Very difficult. Not really sure what to do here. I guess we'll still go for the hunt of specimens, and we have to find our white mana here. Without white mana, we are pretty much done for. But once they get into their card draw engine, it gets really, really difficult. Okay, that's fair enough. We're going to play another one of these. I guess we'll play the Celestus here. To at least have one white mana, and then next turn we can play one Apparition already. I guess the good thing is that this exiles it. I think this one you can return it from your graveyard, but you cannot return it from exile, so that's at least something. I mean, that's fine, we don't block here. Well, we could take the easy way out with the Meathook Massacre, I guess. That seems to be even more efficient at this point. And we stop these horrible, infernal, eternal, infinite 1+1+1 counters from happening. We still have to go for a white mana though. Somehow the gods of white mana are not on our side. Yes, can I pick it? Thank you. Of course, they have a second one. And something to draw cards, which of course is the best. We're gonna block 2 damage here because with the channel ability from the Shigeki we can return cards to our hand, which of course is very important here. We're definitely going to take one of them. We're definitely gonna look for more mana. At this point it doesn't really matter anymore, since we can play any mana is going to come in any color. Let's see how good the enemy is going to be playing this game. Seems like they're going to be very, very good playing this game. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean we probably have to kill the naturalist anyways. I mean, we can't leave it on the battlefield. Of course. Moin, Captain. Welcome to the stream. So nice to see you. We are just completely losing this game because, yeah, the enemy is just drawing absolute nuts here. Not really much we can do, honestly. We can get another apparition, or we can get a Meathook Massacre. These are basically the options we can give to them. I mean, we're as good as dead if they just keep drawing the correct cards. Yeah, everything fine, all good, everything fine. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will play with Alex later, so I think I will see you. I will play with Vader as soon as he's there. So then I will come. Of course, the enemy has the showdown. The one card they needed to continue and win this game. Thanks to God they... Now, of course, this is a pretty bad hand. We can get 1 black mana, but it's still gonna take us super long until we can do anything, really. I don't know, I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Just about as bad, but... It's funny that we have to exchange two green lands, which we cannot really use against 2 tap lands. It has become worse. Let's be honest, it has become definitely worse this hand. Not though if we draw 1 basic swamp. We only have 2 in the deck, but 1 basic swamp here would help gazillions. Nope. Nope. That was not possible, unfortunately. Well, enemy is playing a slow game. That's very fine for us. We will help ourselves with the swamp here. And now it doesn't really matter anymore, but since the enemy knows we have the swamp, we can play it as well. Play the Snarl.
The Royal protects Zendikar and its people.
So I'm a bit
The world will shake you loose.
I'm a bit unsure here whether to attack with the land, since if they have this fading hope, it would be quite devastating. We're gonna wait here until we can use Nissa's ability. Play our Meathook Massacre for 0, just to get it on the board. Usually the Esper decks that I played against until now, they are just looking to get the Hullbreaker Horror on the battlefield and then to grind you out from there. This is why we'll just keep some mana open in case they have a Leer or whatever kind of creature they play. Sure. Off stream I played a game with this deck, which took like 45 minutes almost against Azorius or Esper, I think it was as well, control deck, which I won because in the end I could play this this card, which gives me back cards from my graveyard like 2 times. I cycled it basically, and it was mega effective, just playing out big card after big card after big card. Because the biggest problem is that everyone plays this white card for 6 mana, which basically allows them to exile creatures or enchantments or artifacts from the board. Now the good thing is they cannot counter this ability that we use with Nissa, so there was not really much they could do here to prevent us from getting this down. Now we'll give them a choice between Lolth and Wrenn. They can give us either one into our hand. Let's see if they will counter that. Most probably, I mean, okay. They won't, then we'll definitely draw a card here. The board presence is by far not as important as having a full hand against another control deck. There's a lot more importance here. Yeah, exactly for this reason. So at least we could draw a card off Lolth. Okay, enemy has bad luck with the lands now. So first of all, we're gonna give them 8. Sure.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
I mean, it doesn't really matter for now.
My judgment is final.
I'm gonna play Yasharn. Going to take 2 land cards. We're going to play 1 land card. We're going to tap another land. Doesn't matter really which one we take. Then we will play the Professor. And we're going to take a Mascot Exhibition. Without land cards, of course, it is almost impossible to win.
Until next time, then. Keep watch for intruders.
So it seems like they still have the fading hope. We're gonna play Lolth here, just to establish dominance.
Envy the strong, for they can. It's bold to bargain with me. The swamps come to my aid.
I mean, we can attack with both. They have 5 mana, I don't see how they could turn this around effectively. They're gonna give 1 back to our hand. Oh, okay, sure. Sure. I don't know why they take the block here, but honestly I don't care too much. Now you will see our world tree will enable us to take the path to the world tree, funny wise. 7 mana, we already have it all assembled. So under this particular circumstance, the world tree's mana fixing is just key. It's just very, very important and very useful. Sure, they can pass the turn. We cannot use the path to the world tree though, as long as Yasharn is on the field.
Always reward the loyal.
So we take a look whether they're going to remove it. We could of course just Fateful Absence it here, but I guess at the same time there's no need.
Aren't I generous? We will protect my home.
So now comes probably the moment that I was thinking about. Well, they have 6 mana. I mean, probably they just want to play their... Well, they don't have a Hullbreaker Horror, so I'm not entirely sure what this is going to be. We're going to try to establish some board dominance here.
I will
To just
get what I
continuously
want.
keep them on their toes and force them to play removal or reaction spells or whatever. Now the enemy can take a look at our deck and find out that we have about 1 million very powerful cards in there. I don't know if it will be enough for them to have them give up. I hope, but well, we can continue. It's no problem for me.
The world will shake you loose.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. You are not much of a roadblock.
Generally speaking, of course, it is very tiring to play against these decks. Exactly. Sure, they're going to... So we will,
I'm
we'll kill
never
their
done for good.
Well, having them remove all the world trees, of course, is super annoying. But okay. Honestly, I don't care. Gonna keep drawing cards.
My words are for ambitious minds. Cower before the elements!
Okay. Enemy passes, that's fine. Of course. Of course, we have to draw 1 million land cards now. Basically, we have 30 cards in the deck. We have...
Good minions are loyal.
I don't know,
and
more than
deadly.
half of our lands are already on the battlefield, but that's just not possible to draw any useful cards here. The deck has decided that we really need to draw all the other lands before we can do anything useful here.
The swamps come to my aid.
Let's see, enemy is probably going to okay. Well, I would definitely like to discard one of my gazillion land cards. Ah, of course. Of course we draw another land card. That's just perfect. That's just perfect. That's just perfect. Let me see how many lands I still have in my deck. I should see it somewhere with my my great untapped.gg app. Well, let's have a look. We draw a card. Meathook Massacre, just as useful as the other cards. Yeah, Nissa has accumulated a quadrillion counters already. Let's see if we can draw another land card here. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. Well, at least something. Not much to do. We'll convert our land into a minion and hit the enemy's face.
We will protect my home.
And pass the turn. I mean, did they have any cards? Did they have any cards of 2 mana? Well, they have the Wandering Emperor. But that's about the only one. I don't really need to keep the Skyclave Apparition. I mean, neither do I need to keep the Meathook Massacre, to be honest, but I don't know. I can drop as well the Fateful Absence, which I can get back later from the graveyard with the channel ability. If they choose to play their Hullbreaker Horror because now they think they're safe, that would be actually quite an amusing thing. So let's see. I mean, that would be really helpful. Maybe they think that we think that they don't have any creatures to take care of. Okay, let's think for a moment.
My children will take care of you.
I think we're gonna make some use of the quadrillion counters on Nissa, and we're gonna drop this Burning-Rune Demon without paying any mana for it.
Every branch and bone fights for Zendikar.
So it's a bit a tricky one. I mean, I think I'm gonna go for Shigeki and Bala Ged. If they give us the Bala Ged, we take back the Shigeki. If they give us the Shigeki, we can take the Bala Ged Recovery back. So either way, we should be fine. I mean, the problem is as well that our our graveyard is a bit empty at the moment. So maybe we don't even maybe we don't even go for that yet. I guess that's not really worth it. I guess we're gonna go for Wrenn and Yasharn. So, I mean, I don't want to overextend because I know they're just gonna play another board clear, but anyways, I'm gonna play the Yasharn to take out whatever basic clan cards are left in the deck. And we'll just pass the turn and have them do their removal, have them do their farewell, and then just continue playing minions piece by piece. Just like a constant flow of minions to keep them disturbed. Yeah, Hullbreaker Horror, of course. Okay, sure. I mean, with this move, honestly, I don't know what was the point of that. So we're definitely gonna kill this Hullbreaker Horror before they can take it back to hand. But sure, enemy can...
my power is for annihilation.
Enemy can do what they want there. That's not really my problem.
We will slay our enemies.
Pick the Gnarled Professor, let's get another exhibition. Not really necessary though to play it here. Excuse me, excuse me, I thought I hit the microphone muted. Excuse me. So, I guess we're just gonna play a kicked Vastwood Surge here to show them that they really don't care about what they think. They get one land. +2/+2 counters here. Should have done that with after activating Nissa's ability, of course. Doesn't matter though.
The land will devour intruders.
End turn. Now they can clean it off again. Probably they have another farewell. But that's super fine, you see. I mean, we can deal with it. We can totally deal with it. Would be nice to get one. Yes, another Hullbreaker Horror. Amazing. Sunset Reverie, sure. Let's see what they're gonna do. Which non-land permanent they're gonna get back to our hand. Oh, perfect. I mean, honestly, no problem with that one. First we can take a land card here.
Come,
Oh, take a
I'll
whatever
tell you a
card.
secret.
Then we can play the Professor. Get ourselves some nice removal spell. We can remove this minion. The lesser, then, oh yeah, you know what, why don't we just, I mean, we lose some damage in the process, honestly, but why don't we just remove their minions completely, so we don't have to deal with them. Gain some life, badam badam badam. Then we will take a land card here. We will hit them.
The world will shake you loose.
Is there anything that we want to recover already? I mean, we can recover Wrenn and Seven. We can recover another Fateful Absence, which honestly seems like a reasonable thing to do here in case they have yet another hull-breaking horror. Or we just wait, but waiting really doesn't give us any benefits either. I mean, Fateful Absence just seems the most reasonable choice here, I guess. I mean, I don't know, how many Hullbreaker Horrors do you think they play? I think they play, I mean, at least 3 obviously, since they haven't given up yet. Or we wait with the recovery. I mean, they still have to clear the board and play a horror or something. I don't know. Is it worth getting anything back? Or we can get back the Burning-Rune Demon, honestly. I mean, that one is always a good one. So we will already cash back on that one. That is all super fine. First of all, we're gonna draw a card. World
My
Tree.
hatred lives.
We're definitely gonna go for the pressure play now, so we will not use Nissa's ability anymore to take the Rune Demon from our
The
hand.
land is savage and defiant.
Definitely full on attack here. Vanishing Verse. Sure, you know, sure, whatever. Then we're going to hunt for Specimen. We will take a basic Conjuration. Let's see if there are any minions. No minions in our top cards, that's a pity. Doesn't matter though, we have lethal on the board, so we don't need to extend any further now. Sure. Enemy can have one more Hullbreaker Horror here, but they cannot block either of the Menace minions.
Go,
at
my
least,
children.
at least for the moment. So let's see what they do. Would be their last card as well. Okay, sure, they put they destroy one. Game.
Subservience will be rewarded.
And yeah, that's how you beat Esper Control. Esper Control with the Abzan, it's like I said before, it is this incredible non-ending stream of threats that you can put on the board. And they, I mean, their decks are usually designed to make some big board swipes. They have the Doom Scars, they have this Exile card thingy, so they can swipe the board 5, 6, 7, even 8 times if it comes to the, really to the worst. But you can just keep putting one or two or three minions on the board continuously. Just drop them, and yeah, and just wear them down piece by piece. Let's see, this is a pretty bad starting hand, but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh wow, is it going to be another one of these? I mean, that would be quite frustrating, to be honest, but we will win it as well, if necessary. Okay, absolutely seems like it. Now let's see. I mean, it's just so boring, honestly. We play the Nissa, it gets countered. We play another Nissa, it gets countered again. Then we play the Professor. Gonna pass. I mean, yes, we know it. It's so clear. But what can you do? It's like these. It's like a car crash. You shouldn't even be looking. We should be conceding, but somehow we just can't stop. Yeah, great, and they pass. Amazing, because they have the how do you call it? The memory deluge.
I must contain the blight that dwells within.
Let's see what they play. We're not going to turn this into a creature so that it doesn't get into danger of being killed in some way. If they have the Planeswalker, that's fine for me. We can just Fateful Absence that right away. Sure, okay, sure. They absence our Planeswalker. That's not a problem for me. Honestly, the Nissas are definitely the less important cards in the deck. So, we'll just keep on drawing here. Sure. We can play the Path to the World Tree. Get ourselves a basic, what do we want? I guess we want to take out a basic Swamp. And with the Swamp we can play the Snarl untapped. And there was a mistake, because now we cannot play the Professor anymore. So, well, what can you do? One free memory deluge for the enemy then. It's okay. It's okay. You learn from your mistakes. You continue. Life goes on. Memory deluge. Excellent. I mean, I guess the absurd thing about it is I myself, I love to play control decks, but I just hate to play against control decks. Everything is gonna be counter. Oh, what? Okay, well, sure. Okay, I don't say nothing. Yeah, we're gonna go for the exhibition, no doubt. And pass the turn. They're probably gonna play another memory deluge. Or maybe they don't play anything. Maybe they're just too shocked about the quality of cards that we're playing. No, what a surprise! It's a memory deluge. Amazing. Amazing. Was a really, really difficult task for the enemy here, figuring out what they needed to do. And now they're thinking if they're gonna absence our minion, which they do, which honestly I don't mind at all. Again, as well, the Gnarled Professor is one of the definitely lower threat minions in our deck. So honestly, we could care a lot more about having more important things removed, like the Burning-Rune Demon, for example, which is gonna come down now. from now on, since they have the 7 mana, basically every turn we will have to have the Fateful Absence open so that they cannot play their Hullbreaker Horror and do whatever with it. I mean, that's the only big threat that we have. Yeah, enemies, I don't know what they are considering here. I mean, maybe they have another Memory Deluge, I don't know. I mean, what are they gonna play? Obviously difficult. Thanks to the World Tree now that we have already our 6 lands full, we will be able to activate the Path to the World Tree anytime as well, since we can spend mana in any way we like. Which right now, though, is not really reasonable. When it comes to the very late game, we can actually start to grind them down with Path of the World Tree, which we can then get back from the graveyard and so on and so forth. But for now, certainly it's going to be the Burning-Rune Demon. And if they want to be sneaky and get down their Hullbreaker Horror, we will immediately kill it. Yeah. That's fine though. As well, the Burning-Rune Demon, we can get it back with the Shigeki from the graveyard, so it's an acceptable loss here. We're gonna play the Mascot Exhibition. Sure, Revitalize, not a threat to us. Negate, sure, they can have it all. I really don't mind. They can blast all the removal they want. As well, I don't know what is their win condition. I mean, obviously they don't really have any kind of win condition. Now we're just gonna crack one of the paths of the World Tree. We're gonna pretend like we have nothing. Maybe now they play their horror. They don't. I mean, we can just play it now before they remove everything, or we can wait. Does it really make any difference? I guess we can play it now. Draw some cards, do some damage to them, and let them have their cards. Just to assert dominance, basically. Just to show that we are in the controlling position here. So we can do some shenanigans with the Vastwood Surge. Get out more land cards from our deck, thin it out more to just Jinga Texas! Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. Okay, that's a tricky one, I guess. That is a tricky one, I guess. Not entirely sure. That's, I had to figure counter that spell only once a turn. Okay, sure. Sure. That seems reasonable. I guess we don't need to play this one. So we'll have this one being countered by Jinga Texas. That's fine. Okay, that's I mean we have to go for the Fateful Absence. There's not really much to think about, honestly. It's either we get it or we don't. If they have the negate, good. If they don't have it, fine. Okay, so I mean there's really not much to think about, honestly. Playing the Yasharn here will prevent us from cracking the path to the World Tree as long as it's on the field, but as well it will prevent them from drawing a card with a clue, which obviously they didn't feel like in this case. Maybe they're going to Fateful Absence our Yasharn. Thinning out the deck even more here is definitely very, very good. Come on, come on. What you gonna do for 2 mana? What you gonna do? What are they gonna do? Revitalize? I mean, isn't that basically the only thing that they have? Okay, maybe for sure they have a Fateful Absence? No, the other one. I mean, either it's a Fateful Absence, or it's a Fading Hope, or it's a Revitalize. I assume they don't really have any more cheap spells than these 3. Yeah, now they recognize they cannot crack their clue. So they're gonna Fateful Absence the Yasharn, which again enables us to use the Path of the Word Tree at least in the next turn if we want to. Slowly would be nice to get a Shigeki in our hand. Returning like 3, 4, 5 cards from the graveyard here would definitely be a very, very nice thing to do. Enemy keeps their complete mana untapped, which could be a huge problem here. Let's see, I mean, if they have the Highbreaker Horror without any removal here, that's gonna be very, very, very difficult to play against. I mean, that basically will mean that we are going to lose the game. Let's play the Lolth. Let's see what they do here. Okay, they take a Memory Deluge. That's super fine. No Highbreaker Horror at least is good news. Let's see if they want to spend a counterspell on this. Disdainful Stroke, of course. Why not? And we're gonna end here. Crack the second path to the Word Tree, which at least lets us draw 2 more cards, gives us another bear. It's a slow, but it's a grindy game, but well, I mean the last ones, usually I always won them with the with this deck. So let's stay positive. Let's stay positive that this is going to work. And let's see what Mean Mug is going to do here. So I don't know how many decks, how many lands we still have in our deck. Still 11. That's pretty unpractical. Okay, enemy taking a moment here to think. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just so boring to play against this kind of deck. They just wait for your turn. They have nothing to play themselves. It's just, yeah, now what is he thinking about? What is there to think about? Or he just gave up. Maybe he's just frustrated. I mean, that can be. This Abzan deck really just doesn't run out of gas. And even if we just take 10 turns hitting him with a goddamn bear in his face, it's super fine for us. So we hit the next path of the Word Tree. Draw another 2 cards, another 2 damage to him, another bear on the field. Could be a lot worse. That's great. That's really helpful, the Fateful Absence. Very, very helpful. The Bala Ged Recovery, for sure they're going to counter. I mean, since they have to think so hard here what to do, I guess they're just keeping all their counter spells. The first thing we'll do is we'll smack them in the face for being so annoying. Obviously already a difficult situation for them dealing with this frontal bear attack. Look fucking sick though, the bears. Probably have some rabies. I mean, the eyes don't look too healthy either. Let's see if they take the 4. That would be nice. Of course, it would be very nice. Would be a huge step forward. If I could choose one card getting back with the... Do they take it? Yes, yes, come on. Come on. Come on. Who's the big boy? Excellent, excellent. This just significantly speeds up the game in our favor, since it can still take ages. I guess we crack the clue now just to see what we can get. I guess we'll play the Bala Ged Recovery in any case. Of course, it's another land card because it's just we haven't drawn enough land cards yet. We just need more. question is, I mean, I guess I want a Burning-Rune Demon back with the Bala Ged, and they're just going to counter it anyways, but we'll give it a shot. Or maybe they let us take it. Most important rule of all is that we still keep 2 mana open for the Fateful Absence, because they have... Okay, alright, okay. Okay, sure, sure, obviously. Obviously the psychological warfare was more more difficult for them to handle. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. Maybe enemy had a worse experience playing us than we had playing them. So, yeah, be my guest. Be my guest, be my guest. Okay, we go first. Mana is fine. We have a Shigeki. That seems like a very solid hand to keep. So we're gonna give it a shot here. Shambling Ghast. I mean, I really want to play the Shigeki here to ramp. I'm really afraid though that they're gonna kill it. I think though we gotta give it a try. I mean, ramp in this case, especially against maybe the token decks or something like this, it will be just, it will be so good. It will be so good. But maybe they remove it. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do not. Sure. That means we're gonna pass the turn and pretend like nothing is going on. Definitely would like to have a green source here. Okay. Sure, no problem. We'll take it back. No land, of course. That is the ideal case why we play this card. No land is best, is what we are looking for. So I guess we gotta play the Path to the World Tree here. Since green mana sources seem to be in really high demand and bad supply, although we play like a gazillion. And we'll give it another try. I wonder if the enemy is gonna deadly dispute one of their minions this turn? No? Aww. What kind of deck are you playing? No, what? I don't know what's going on, honestly. I don't know. I don't know, we'll just pass the turn and let's see. I mean, our ramp is more useful than what they do. And look, all these 4 cards we can already channel back with the Shigeki, so honestly we are in absolutely no trouble here. We can do this almost forever and then just take all the cards back that we have in the in the graveyard, so I really couldn't care. Really couldn't care less. What are they gonna do now? They're gonna destroy. Sure, absolutely fine. We have so many high impact cards. If they choose to exile this one, honestly, wow. Be my guest. We're gonna play a Professor here. We'll keep open the Fateful Absence, just in case they play some Kaya, Planeswalker or something like this. Basic Conjuring maybe? Mascot Exhibition maybe? Okay, Deadly Dispute now. Great. I mean, it was clear that they will play it, so I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do it earlier. I mean, I don't know what they're waiting for. But sure, it's in games going in my favor so far, so there's really no reason to complain, honestly. So we can already channel back 3 cards next turn with Shigeki. That's super fine. Which could be the Burning-Rune, Skyclave, and the Fateful. Let's see, they can put it into exile from our hand, honestly. Oh, they put the Mascot Exhibition. Look, I don't care. I honestly don't care about the Mascot Exhibition. Another Shambling Ghast, sure. Super fine. My turn. Another Snarl. First of all, we're gonna hit them. Sure. Super fine for me. 3 in the face. Yeah, there's no real need to go crazy here. I mean, we can channel the Shigeki at the end of their turn, take back a lot of cards. Do we want to do that? I guess. I guess we're just gonna wait for that to take place now. We can take back 3 cards. That's super fine. Yeah, they can hit us with the Ghast. That's totally okay. Maria's Call. Yeah, sure, I mean, sure. That's super fine. Let's take back 3 cards. Let's take back the Burning-Rune. Apparition doesn't really help us a lot here. So we're gonna take back another Professor and the Recovery. Well, Meathook Massacre, it's not like that I really needed it right now, but honestly, why not? Getting rid of their angels, definitely not the worst of all choices here. We'll just clean it all up. Badim badum badum. Have our hand full again, after they delayed our game for so many turns. Sure, they don't want to play anything. No problem for me. Let's increase a little bit the tempo here. Burning-Rune Demon. We'll give them a choice between Wrenn and Lolth. Both seem to be pretty annoying in this place. We get the Lolth. Fair enough. Let's play the Gnarled Professor. See what we can take from here. I don't know, I mean, so far they haven't played any high impact cards, so I really have no idea what to expect from their deck. I still think it's probably gonna be some kind of Kaya, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll just take another Mascot, although we don't really need it. Maybe just Introduction to Prophecy, you know, why not? Why not? Why not? So, Professor of Symbology, sure. They can have that. They can play that. I guess they're gonna take a Mascot Exhibition to somehow stop our march here. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe they're gonna cycle a card from their hand. I mean, it doesn't seem like they had any impactful cards this game. They have lots of mana though. Lots of mana. This is why in the end, I mean, I really love to play especially the Black Sacrifice combo, but the problem is you actually add so many low impact cards to your deck that eventually your whole deck is like, it's like trashed with a lot of cards that you can play super easy and you can cycle them very easy, but they don't have any real impact on the game. Like, okay, he can do this now, he can exile the Burning-Rune Demon, sure, you know, super fine. Okay, good. Let's see for another 6 mana. Nah, they got nothing. Let's hit him. They don't have any removal as well, obviously. Let's play the Lolth. Yeah, come on. Let's add some stuff to the board. We can play the Prophecy. Sure. I mean, why not? Why not? We can play it with a kicker next turn, the Vastwood Surge, to even pump those numbers, pump those minions even more, and basically just kill them if they don't remove them now. I mean, we have 9 plus 3 is 12, so that would be exactly lethal. Okay, pity. It will not happen this time. But well. Yes, yes, yes. Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you hurting yourself? Pass. My turn. Oh yeah. Wrenn, definitely not the worst card to draw here. We can get back the Shigeki from the graveyard with the recovery. Yeah. I agree. You know, I agree. I absolutely agree. It's just already kicking when they are down. So, not really necessary for them to continue the game here. You guys trying it out. It's just nice to have something a little bit funky. You know, it's just a bit funky, a bit different. And it's a lot of fun. Games are definitely, you're not getting smashed as much as I would suspect. And of course, the game has like a huge variety of things you can change and improve and update and however you want to call it. So it really gives a great lots of playing fun. Okay. Let's keep the Fateful Absence open here. We don't want any jokes. Of course, it's a Thalia. That's cool though. That's cool. We're just gonna remove her. Then we're gonna ramp. And then we'll have the Meathook Massacre ready to basically kill whatever the enemy is gonna throw at us. So that's all super fine. Initiate, sure. Yeah, will they have the thing to make her invincible? Certainly they will. I'm still gonna wait though, and let them waste it on the Yasharn. Take the land cards out of my deck. Oh, I need a black land though. I need to play the Vastwood Surge actually. Yeah, Brutal Cathar, what a surprise! Quelle surprise! Quelle surprise! Okay, hour. And another mana. I guess I'm just gonna play the Surge now. And then, I mean, they're not gonna kill me. They're not going to kill me, and I will have more than enough mana to play my Massacre and destroy them, even if they play the flyer, what's his name, the 3-1. Sure, yes, give me the full program. Give it to me, 9 damage, we go down to 5. That's all cool though, we can definitely deal with that. For 4. There you go. We get our Yasharn back, we get another forest from the deck. I mean, they're basically gonna concede now, I guess. That really should be it. Elite Spellbinder is fine here, but way too late. That's not gonna save them anymore. They should have played that the turn before, exactly the one I was talking about. But they went greedy instead. They wanted the adversary. They wanted to make sure to hit us as bad as possible. I don't care. I'm just gonna absence this, you know. I really don't care. Sure. Play whatever you want. Play another one. Go play another one. Be my guest. No? Okay, sure. Here. That's what I'm gonna do with your Spellbinder. There you have it. You know, and he can draw a card. I don't even mind him drawing a card. I just don't want to take any damage anymore. We're gonna play the Professor anyways. We're gonna get the Mascot Exhibition because certainly they don't play Mass Removal. We're gonna tell them good game. Sure, Thalia. Whatever. Spirant. whatever. Yep. Okay, well after this one I guess we can still do another quick one. I mean, now that we are in Silver Tier 1, one victory away is gonna be the final boss. Let's move to Gold and just be done with it. I guess this deck is so much fun, it actually deserves to have a proper card back. So let's do this so the enemy actually knows that we're serious. I mean the World Tree is the MVP, so I guess we're just gonna choose the World Tree here. That seems like a good fair choice to bring honor to the deck. Now, let's go. Let's go! Let's make it happen. I go first. This hand is super fine. It lacks green mana, but we're gonna get this with the hunt for the specimens. And as long as this is not gonna be, as long as this is not being countered, which most probably won't be, we're gonna be super fine playing it like this. We will get the environmental sciences. Then we'll play the Celestus. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm definitely not gonna accept the naturalist being on the board here. I'm not gonna have them there crazy playtime. I'll not allow it. Yeah. Rune of Speed, sure. Okay. And a Paladin class, sure. No mana for us, that's really, really bad. That is really bad. Green-white, I mean green-white we're going to recharge with Yasharn, so we'll go for a swamp here. And are we even gonna hit them? Are we even going to hit them? I guess not. Oh, we can't play the Absence because of the Paladin class, I forgot. Okay, Showdown of the Skulls. I mean, at least it's something. Yasharn is gonna help us stabilize, I hope. No attacks. I mean, we can use the apparition to dunk one of their skulls. It's good that they got both of them out with this one. Let's see, this is gonna be really tough though. Really tough. The enchantments is such a tough game. Runeforge champion. At least they won't be able to play the other two skulls. I mean, that's at least a tiny golden ray of light at the end of the tunnel. Rune of Sustenance, sure. They're gonna play the Rune of Haste, Rune of Speed. Sure, that's super fine. Draw another card. Okay, tricky one. Tricky. I mean, I feel like just playing the Wrenn and Seven, honestly, it will give me a 6/6 to block, but I'm afraid this won't be enough. The Celestus is still going to be too slow. I think I'm gonna play the Apparition. I'm gonna take away the Runeforge champion. And I'm gonna keep open the Fateful Absence. I'm gonna not attack. There's no reason for me to attack right now. The enemy has a full hand and we just need to stop them building up their board with this ridiculous kind of things as quickly as possible. What was this one? Exalta, return to the battlefield for 2 mana. Sure, they can still do this. Let's see if they play another card here, then definitely we're gonna... Okay. What? Exile up to 1... Okay. I don't quite... okay. Who are they gonna exile? Yasharn, sure. I mean, we'll definitely take out the Naturalist for this. They take out our Yasharn. It's fine, we're gonna play the World Tree. I mean, we have to play the Wrenn and Seven now. There is no doubt about it.
The entire forest is an army.
And we'll pass. We'll pass. Do we have any kind of enchantment removal? I'm afraid we don't. Yeah, I mean, this one is basically now gonna get a trillion counters. And there's not really much we can do about it. Yeah, of course, they just draw one after one after one now. And another one. Sure, is fine. Are they gonna attack? They're not going to attack. I mean, we need more cards, certainly.
We will help you find safe ground.
We'll play a land card here. We'll play the Celestus. Yeah, I'm gonna make a greedy one here. I'm gonna make another tree folk.
The trees can fight their own battles.
And not attack. Now they can really draw a lot of cards here and make this Army of Transients very, very large. But at least we have some defense mounted here, and we can use the Celestus now to cycle through our deck and our cards. Sure, that's super fine. Yeah, we don't need another World Tree here. Skyclave Apparition, certainly. And we win! Okay. Okay, enemy set all their... enemy bet everything on one card. And lost. Lost. That's, I guess that happens when you gamble. Good. Good, 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 good. Very good. Very, very good. Very satisfying performance. Abzan, definitely huge fun to play. Somehow I found a really good mix with this deck. I mean, basically I just did it like whatever, like just trying, you know, just giving it a shot and throwing this together. Don't really know much about the improvements. It has really... Every card is more or less in its place where it needs to be. You draw consistently your 2-drops to begin your game. Skyclave Apparition, definitely lucky here that we got it when we needed it. A bit of ramp, a bit of learning. You have to keep quite some removal in your lessons. Quite some situational cards. Lolth, Wrenn, Burning-Rune Demon, Nissa, definitely all super valuable, have an impact. Nissa, the least of all. I mean, she's still good against control decks where you basically just want to throw her down and want to hit the enemy in the face with your lands, or basically to cast the Burning-Rune Demon from your hand for free. Shigeki good to ramp, in some cases to refill your hand. Definitely that's the most the strongest effect, the channeling effect, getting cards back from your graveyard that you played. it's great. Give it a shot. Lands definitely up for discussion. I have a lot of basics because it has to be for the Yasharn and for the path to the World Tree. You need to have basics to take out of the deck, to thin the deck out. Other than that, I just threw in what I have. Honestly, I didn't want to waste a lot of wild cards. Give it a shot. Give it a try. It's fun. You know, it's fun. I mean, here I will end the YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe definitely. It was my pleasure playing today. And in the stream now, I'm just going to continue. I'm actually just going to do 2-3 games more. Because it's really funny. It's really nice to play this deck.